Okay, Trey, 18th of the 5th, 2018. You've been with us quite a long time now, and you've, I believe, made a massive amount of progress. Obviously, I don't want to tell you what those are because I'm going to put words in your mouth. I'd prefer people to hear from yourself about what you think you have achieved and how it's helped you.
My biggest achievement so far this year was picking up my body weight doing a deadlift. We started doing the preparation for that in January, and I keep notes at home, and I was looking at the progression, and it happened really quite by March. We'd managed that. I was well chuffed.
It was quick. I think you kind of grasped the metal, excuse the pun, on the day.
Yeah.
Because you weren't actually scheduled to lift your own body weight on that day, but you
that
decided you were ready. Why do you think that happened that day?
I think I was focused, I think I was in a good place mentally, and I'd noticed we were getting close to that stage, and I'd also noticed how I felt when I was picking up that kind of weight. I thought, I can do it, I'm not far off, and I feel like I can do it. So when Nigel picked up a weight that was slightly heavier than what I was going to do, he was in his progression, I thought, no, don't take that off, I'm going to have a go at that.
I remember it vividly.
And I did it, and I don't know, I just felt like, because with the preparation, you get an idea when you're picking the weights up, when you're doing that prep with the deadlifts, how it feels at each stage. And I know in January when we first started, it was lower and I was in pain afterwards and I was struggling. And then it started to get easier. And then as the weight, even though the weight was going up, I'm thinking, oh wait a minute, I'm not getting the same effect in the pain, I'm not struggling as much. So on that day, I felt strong. I thought, no, I can do that, I can go on to the next stage. In fact, I can go a wee bit over.
So before I ask you about progression and about where you believe your next aims are, hopefully people are listening to this, and I think there are people out there who do actually go on the SS2 site to listen. If there's some women out there who are listening to this blog in the future, this video, what would you tell them if they are having struggles with body issues, the weight, and they think, oh well no, because lifting weights and boxing, that's for men. What would you tell them that might inspire them?
I think they have to, if possible, let go of some of the ideas they have about weightlifting and weight bearing exercise and boxing. Because I think other people make them feel like it's not applicable to them or it's not something they should do. I'd never tried it before, and when I tried it I realised it was really good fun and I felt really good in myself. So it hasn't anything to do with if you're a man or a woman, it's to do with how it affects you physically and mentally and emotionally, and that has to be good.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you'd say, because there is unfortunately a stereotypical way of looking at training, and even when women are going to gyms, it's still pretty much kind of looked at as like dolly bird kind of training rather than the actual physical stuff, because it's not at all to do with gender. Women can be just as fit and strong as men if they apply themselves and get the monkey off the back about, well, men are always going to be better than me, or that's what men do, or whatever. I mean, it's been proven now, because many women now actually get into all kinds of different sports. Women play football now, rugby. Okay, you could say, well, they have a load of men running around, but if that's what floats their boat and they feel good about it, then why not?
I think as well, one of the things is you don't necessarily have to lose your feminine looks because you're doing that.
Absolutely.
And I understand that concern, but you don't have to. You can keep that and be physically strong, and it's much better physically for you, especially if you're getting older. I found it's massively helped me going through the change, and with my condition, physically I was getting very weak. I had a lot of pain in my joints, and hot flushes and stuff, they've all reduced. I can't remember the last time I had a hot flush. I have a lot less pain in my body and my joints. I was told that was just, you have to put up with it. Well, I don't have to put up with it. I've actually helped that. Emotionally, because of the emotional upheaval you have as well with your hormones, that's balanced out. I mean, it's a positive all round. So
that I think if I was to listen to that, that would, you know, pretty much motivate me, inspire me to
Yeah.
begin. So, if somebody out there listening becomes inspired, what do you think the first steps are?
I think the first steps would be to go somewhere where you feel comfortable. I mean, years ago where we live, there was a women's own gym, and I think that was really good because women don't have to have men around them to make them feel uncomfortable. If you have places where women can feel more comfortable in a gym environment, because not everybody has that at home, it's worth trying. And then think about, once you get an idea what to do, think about doing something at home. Get the equipment, get a room, use your bedroom and put weights in there and do it at home so that you're comfortable. It's not just about being in an environment and it all noisy and everything going on. Once you get an idea what you have to do and what you can do it at home. Be motivated to do that at home. I think that's a good idea. You can do it in your own time, you can do it in your own space, you don't have to compete with anybody and nobody's watching.
Excellent. So anybody listening now, that's what Trey's kind of prescribing for you to get going. Now, Mark's got in the picture again.
Where's Mark?
So your future aims in relation to your training?
I was actually looking at the video from December because we talked about the weightlifting at that point. I want to keep my strength. I really do like being that strong and I want to keep that. I'd like to do more cross training, so I have stamina. The 1-inch punch is still something I wouldn't mind having a go at. I really would like to try and do that. I want to improve my bag work. I really enjoy that. Do more the boxing. I feel like I've let that go a wee bit and I'd like to get back to that.
So you touched on quite a number of aims there, all of which I will support and I agree with. We discussed with Nigel about the areas he thought he'd improved on. Which do you think are the areas that probably have made you become yourself more and made you more happy? What kind of work?
The weight training especially. Being motivated to do that, especially in my own space, getting my own equipment, doing deadlifts at home. I love that. I like working out, working my own system out. I like the bag work, fully enjoy that. I think that's really brought me focus on. And also emotionally, it's been really good. If you're in a difficult place, if you're having difficult times, to be able to focus on the bag and work out my striking and get out of breath and have that kind of, your heart's going and that's really good. You forget about what's going on for a while. And the focus required for deadlifting especially, really enjoy that. I get a really good feeling out of that because I'm not thinking about anything else, I'm just doing my deadlifts and I enjoy that. Yes, especially
Yeah, you'll be able to tell by the video, folks, that Trey's very effusive about training, as will you be able to if you take the advice that she gave you earlier. Because as I said earlier, I support that and promote that all the time. I mean, I've struggled myself just recently, but I have done most of my life with anxiety and bouts of depression. And I've had to, especially recently, I've had to really go back there and really dig into to help to ease that. Just to walk across with the pack this morning from the house in the sunshine has improved my mental health. So I definitely would advocate that anybody who is struggling with that to please try to do more activity and all the things that Trey mentioned about focus and also the motivation to do something. That takes you out of a bad place as well because sometimes you can't get motivated.
It does, but I think when you see your progress, it motivates you. Sometimes you get up and it makes a dismal day, it's raining, it's cold. You maybe had a bad night because I'm like yourself, I suffer from trauma, so I haven't been had a bad night. I get up and I think, I can't even be able to eat. I look at my weight and thought, right, that's where I'm going. I look in my bag, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
And it can get me out of that place, because otherwise you could be left with that all day. It can affect my mood. I can't eat properly. I get migraine headaches. I feel emotionally very drained, and I feel so much better for doing that. So for bringing that in these last 12 months especially, it's been really good.
Yep, that's very good. And before we round off, Trey, I have to mention that tomorrow's the royal wedding. And everybody, I think, that knows me, I'm a very big proponent of royalty in many ways. So if you want to improve your mental health, I suggest you don't watch the royal wedding.
Yeah, disconnect the television.
Just switch it off.
But there's the FA Cup final as well, so...
Yes.
Watch football instead.
Yes,
Football.
the FA Cup final seems to have paled into insignificance
Yeah,
because of this pointless debacle. But hey, so on that's a wrap.